Welcome back to another Bushman family chat, if you will. So we want to talk about a couple things today. The first thing though we want to talk about is why YouTube. Why all of a sudden we wanted to do a family channel, and I don't even think Austin knows why I wanted to.
I'm just here for the ride.
Last year I stopped working full-time, and I was relatively new to YouTube. I would use it for music, but I never watched anybody's channels or subscribed to anybody's channels. So last year I was looking for meal ideas and started watching YouTube. And then I found these women who were at home doing YouTube with their families and showing their families. And so I thought to myself, these are just normal people that are doing this and sharing their lives. And Austin and I are pretty normal people. But for a year, I was like, what would I even talk about? What would I even do? And in fact, when I told my little brother I was going to do a YouTube channel, he was like, on what? And so I don't know, it's been for the last year that I've wanted to do it and start one, and it's been really fun for me, actually. I am not a photographer, a filmmaker, but it's been fun to do and to show my kids and our family. So that's why we started YouTube.
Yeah.
So today we woke up to snow. And it's October 25th, and yes, we live in a place where it snows often, but it was a little cold, and Austin and I tried to do what to save money?
Well, we don't use our AC or heater. We haven't really been using it since September, because it's been around 70 degrees each day, which is really nice.
Yeah. So we woke up today, and I think I remember the temperature was 64 degrees inside and snowing outside. So the kids were super excited. Porter and Bailey woke up early today and they're coloring. Ooh. And we also woke up to... What did we wake up to, guys?
Snow!
Snow! It's pretty crazy out there.
Do you think we could go sledding? I guess Dad would.
Do you think you can go sledding? No. But we do love to go sledding. Once there's some more snow, we will go. Deal?
Deal.
So I turn the heater on, and then Austin comes down and says, I'm gonna start a fire. Well,
We have a fireplace.
yeah. A little backstory though, when we bought our house a year ago, our inspector said there was something blocking
The top of our chimney. So we've never done a fire before.
Right. And we've lived here for about a year and a half.
So I decided to climb up to the roof. Our
In the snow.
The roof's not very tall, but the problem is I don't have a ladder. So I got on the top of my SUV and was able to get on the roof. The snow wasn't that bad. We get up there and lo and behold, there's nothing on top of the chimney blocking it. So that was kind of a waste.
Sometimes your husband does dumb things. Climbed up our car to get onto our roof.
Let me see.
Remember how I said it was snowing today? There he is. He's looking to make sure that our flue is open. There's not a white thing in there?
No.
You can
It goes
see.
all the way down to the bottom.
You're kidding.
Waste of a year of no fires.
Get off the roof.
We'll go in.
It's snowing. No, I want to record this.
You want to record me falling down the car?
A little bit. I do remember you did fall all the way down.
So sit on your bum,
And put my feet on top of the rack.
yes, and then turn around and use your arms to lower yourself down from the roof and the roof
So
of the car.
here.
No.
Here.
Yes.
That's a little farther.
Well, that has a gutter and you'll be standing on the top of the, well, whatever, do you. Just hurry up, it's cold.
Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming. I'll probably cut all that out when you fall on your
do.
face.
The dumb things I try to do for my wife.
This is not for me.
What are you gonna do?
Come on, sit on your butt and put your feet down. You'll be able to reach it, you're long enough.
I bet I could even reach it.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Put your other foot down. No, and then sit down on the car.
I'm going to. I'm trying to sit down on the...
That thing.
I don't think it's made for my weight.
Probably not. Put your foot into the tire. Oh,
That's how it's done, without a ladder.
you're ridiculous.
We go downstairs and open the flue, and it's really hard to open, probably because it hasn't been used in a long time. So we finally get it open, and Austin and Porter can see up through the chimney, and they can see daylight.
Yeah. The hole's not very big.
So then Austin starts the fire, and when it's little, it's totally fine, and we can see the smoke being pulled up through the chimney, like it's supposed to. And then I'm upstairs, and the fire alarm goes off downstairs.
Yeah, apparently if it has a little too much fire, it started filling up our basement with smoke. So, first time fire starter lessons.
Yeah. So we turned the heat off so that our fireplace could heat the house. Well, then we had to open every window in our house to air it out. Our house smells a little bit like a campfire still. So it didn't even save us any money on our budget.
I just wanted to start a fire anyway.
So the other thing we want to talk about is our home. So we mentioned in our last video that we live in a very pricey area, but we knew that we wanted to purchase a home in 2019. So when did we start looking?
January 2019, because we were wanting to buy summer of 2019. So we gave ourselves a little buffer of 6 months or so.
True. So every Saturday we went to Austin's favorite, a ton of open houses. And we live in an area where there's some new builds, but they're sort of farther away. And we have houses that were built
50s, 60s,
Yeah.
70s. So
well,
they're
even
older
earlier
homes.
than that too, like the World War II houses. We
Oh,
looked
you're
at.
talking about like the area we were wanting to look. Sorry, I was thinking our neighborhood.
No, you're fine. So we would go, and I don't know if you can tell by our videos, but Austin and I are tall people. So Austin's 6'2" and I'm 5'11". So we would go into these her houses and go down into the basement, and there was no head clearance. Like,
I'd hit my head. I'd have to duck to go downstairs, or even ceiling was only like 6 feet tall.
right.
So
It
that
took-
was frustrating.
Yeah. And we were looking for houses within our budget, and our budget originally was what, 200 to 250.
Yeah, but in the area we were looking at, those were the dumpiest of homes, and it just wasn't going to be worth it.
Well, and Austin would hit his head on them, and that would not be comfortable for us. So we realized eventually that we would have to up our budget, and we upped it to $300,000, which is still a lot for a
Well,
home. Well, we bought an older house, but the reason why we love this house is it's in a great area, great neighborhood. It's close to where Austin works, which was actually more important to me than Austin. Like, I did not want him to have to spend his life commuting. My dad did that a lot when I was growing up, and so just extra time at work, extra time commuting did not sound fun.
So I'm 2.5 miles away from work, although working from home right now. So.
That's true. So his commute is 0. It's lovely. The other reason why we liked this house so much is the backyard. So we made a checklist, not a checklist, a wish list. So I sat down, I wrote down 10 things that I wanted in the house, and he wrote down 10 things he wanted in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And this house actually checks
Almost everything.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember some of your checklists?
Yeah, I wanted a living room and a family room.
So-
A lot of the houses that were from 200 to 280,000 were just one living room.
One
there wasn't
living
an
space.
extra room to hang out. So, really happy that we have a living room and a family room.
It's been super nice to have two spaces because our last apartment just had a living room and it was actually open concept, so it was right into our kitchen too. So we wanted 2 living spaces, which we got. We had to have 2 toilets. We only have 1 shower, but we just needed to have 2 toilets. So we have 1
1.5 bath.
Yeah, 1.5 bath. Another one for me that was huge was a big backyard. I wanted my kids to be able to run and play and be outside more than inside and all of those things. So our land is like 0.26 of an acre, but our house is up front, so most of it's in the back. And
It's a good size back.
yeah. And I've loved it. My kids are outside all the time. I grew up in Washington, and so we were outside all the time. And so it's been really great. So those were a couple things on our list, and we realized that we had to up our budget to get those things.
So, for you first home buyers or just any home buyers, here's kind of our advice that we learned. Go see a ton of houses. So there's even during COVID, there's plenty of open houses to go to. Go to homes so you can see what you like and what you don't like. We kind of learned it throughout the months we were looking on the way. We realized, oh, we don't like this, or oh, we want this. Also, I think it was really helpful for us that we made our kind of wish list. It's not like a required list, but something that we were really looking for, and it really helped us because we knew what each other wanted, and I thought it was really helpful.
So that's all we wanted to talk about today. We're going to try and do more Bushman family chats. If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comments below and we'll try and do a video answering questions. We really enjoy this and we're glad to join the YouTube family. And we hope you have a wonderful day.